The National Investigation Agency has conducted raids at the residences of prominent Hurriyat leaders earlier in the day. NIA raided Ghulam Nabi Sumji and Shakil Bakshi. Both are close aides of Gilani. Earlier, NIA raided Aga Said Hassan and Shakil Bakshi's residence.
NIA crackdown against Hurriyat leaders and their close aides continues in the Kashmir Valley. I'm outside the residence of Aga Said Hassan, who's a very senior Hurriyat leader and part of the executive body of the Mirwais Hurriyat, and his residence here in the Badgam area is being raided. Now, right now, NIA team is inside, and as we have been reporting for days, this crackdown, it seems, will happen in phases. Now, initially, the big fish, the main Hurriyat leaders were arrested, then their close aides, and now it seems that once again the focus is shifted to the Hurriyat leaders. Aga Said Hassan, as I said, is a very important part of the Hurriyat conference, and not only him, but if you talk of the Gilani Hurriyat or Tehreek-e-Hurriyat, Ghulam Nabi Sumji, who is General Secretary of the Hurriyat, his residence is also being raided as I speak to you in the Bijbihara area, and several other places, at least 6 or 7 places in Srinagar and other parts are being raided as I speak to you. So clearly the NIA operation continues. Yesterday there were at least 8 or 9 locations across the Kashmir Valley, especially in the Bemina area. People who mostly were businessmen related to the cross-border trade, which is called the Muzaffarabad route. In fact, their residences were raided, and today a residence of a very senior Hurriyat leader. Now this happening when already the Hurriyat claiming or saying that it is a vilification campaign has decided to go to New Delhi, and then there they have decided to protest outside the NIA headquarters. Now this obviously the residence of Aga Said, and in fact he's also a very important Shia cleric of this particular area. The Hurriyat, as I said, the joint resistance leadership has decided to go to New Delhi. Obviously they are under pressure, they are under the cash, they understand the gravity of the situation, they know that the news is tightening, and finally it seems it is going to culminate at the residences of the senior Hurriyat leaders like Mirwais, Said Ali Shah Gilani or Yasin Malik. So sensing that trouble is near, now they have decided to really play the victim card, claim that they are the victims of this vilification campaign. So this is the defense that the Hurriyat is trying to put forth. But yes, the NIA crackdown continues. The intent is very much there. It's no more the pressure tactic as there used to be in the previous regimes, where it was more about arm twisting, trying to pressurize the Hurriyat, and then there was a complete step back as far as the government action is concerned. But this time around they want to really completely choke the money supply and ensure that this huge money, this blood money, this conflict industry is completely clamped down on. So clearly Hurriyat raids against the Hurriyat continue in the Kashmir Valley, as the NIA right now, NIA teams are at least 6 or 7 locations in the Kashmir Valley trying to unearth more evidence against the Hurriyat.